part 2 of our depression journey and what worked and what didn't work and where we are now, other than the anxiety. And I didn't want to go back into the intense anxiety because I wasn't able to function in that anxiety. And I was finally able to really be present and connect with my son without the anxiety piece. And now I was struggling with that connection because the depression piece just ramped up. Life was very stressful. When I really put the pieces together of MAP was working marvelously for the PTSD and the anxiety in the way that I was utilizing it, which at the time was one-on-one sessions, group sessions, and recorded sessions. Those are the 3 ways that I was working with it at that time, other than working with kids, which is a different story. During this time period of discovering how bad the depression actually was, and I was able to function at work and function, take care of my son, but I would completely and utterly crash and freeze anytime I was not absolutely needed. So that anxiety piece was starting to kick in because I needed to survive. I was going through a divorce at this time as well, which means I just lost my insurance. And as I was looking at ways to better manage this depression and trying to find ways that I might be able to afford with the insurance piece no longer being applicable, I was coming up pretty empty for things that would work for me. I had been looking into TMS, which is transcranial magnetic stimulation, which is very, very widely tested, evidence-based, proven treatment for OCD and medication-resistant depression. And I thought that looked really promising. It is extremely effective for, I think, over 70% of the people that are able to utilize it. And I think for them it's 7 to 8 week treatment process, 15 to 20 minutes of that magnetic stimulation daily for that amount of time. And people see significant improvement. It stimulates a part of the brain that's really responsible for depression. However, it is very expensive if you do not have insurance. Very expensive. Could buy a couple of cars expensive. And it's also not recommended for people that have a concussion history. I have had 5 concussions, which I have re-aggravated multiple times in my adult life. And as I was looking into it more and seeing if there was any possible way that this would be an option for me, it became evident it really wasn't going to be an option.